Hello YouTube, in this video we're going to be making a clay cake. The things you'll be needing are clay. You can use whatever type of clay you want and whatever color you want, but you want to have at least 3 colors. Some yellow and red clay. You'll only be needing a little of this because we're going to be making the candle with it. Scissors, beads, tacky glue, and tweezers. So let's get making this cake. You'll be needing some clay, and you want to use the most clay you have, one color, and you want to make this one a big tier because this is the bottom tier, so you want to make it big. So it looks something like this. Something like that. Now onto our second tier. Get a color that you have some of but not a little of. I'm going to be using this pinkish color. Round it up like you did before and start molding. It might take a long time for you to get the exact tier you want, the exact shape you want. It doesn't really matter about the bottom because we're going to be putting this on top of the one we did in the first. So it should look like this. I'm going to add that to the top. And if you notice, they both are like the same size. So I'm going to flatten the blue one out and flatten the pink one out a little too. So it'd look like this. But if you look, it still looks pretty weird. So I'm gonna make the pink one taller than the blue one. So it'd look, if you roll it out, it helps for me. So I'm gonna add that to the top. And that is our second tier. Now onto our third tier. I'm going to be using peach for this one. So do the same, but you only would probably need a little bit, because this is the third tier, and I'm only going to make 3 tiers. You can make as many tiers as you'd like. So it looks something like this. Add that to the top of your cake and you're basically done. You can keep it like this or add your decorations. But before you add your decorations, actually no. So this is what you have. On to step 2. After we finish our cake, we have to go on to decorations. And before you put your decorations on, you probably want to bake your cake. So after you baked your cake, I already did. So after you did, then you'd want to get your beads. You can use whatever color beads you want. I'm using pink. And get your tweezers and your tacky glue ready because you're going to be using them. Get a piece of paper, a small piece of paper, to get your tacky glue on. So I'm going to add a tiny bit of tacky glue to the piece of paper. Now I'm going to take my cake and with my tweezers, taking one bead at a time and adding it to my cake. You can also use whatever glue you'd like. Repeat this process until you've gone around your whole cake and put the beads wherever you like on the cake. I'll be back to show you my finished product. After you got your cake decorated, I already got mine, and I added some blue and green beads on, and I just noticed that you don't have to add tacky glue. All you have to do is just press your bead against the cake, but you have to do it pretty hard because you already baked it. But I glued some and pressed some, and then in the middle I added a strip of clay, but I used a little tacky glue because it wouldn't stick that much. And now onto our final step, the candle. To make your candle, you'd need red clay and yellow clay. So using your scissors or your hand, cut out a small portion of the yellow clay for your candle part. Roll that out as long as you want, and then add your red piece of clay, and I already made mine into a ball, and shape as much as you'd like, and you're done. You could always just use a red bead too. I'm going to add my candle to my cake, but you can see that it won't fit, so I'd have to add some tacky glue. So I'm going to take a little tacky glue. I added a little to my candle, and I'm going to add my candle slowly to the top and let that sit for about 30 minutes. But I'd let mine sit for about overnight or something. And after that, you're basically done. And if you want to turn this into a charm, just add a tiny clip on top. You can make this out of wire and pliers, and I showed that in a different video. But for now, we're done. See you next time. Bye!